Okay, so what I'm doing right now is making a video for documentation purposes to explain a particular issue that your shrimps may encounter when bringing them into your system. Now, shrimps have an exoskeleton, and the water they are born and raised in is the water they're used to. If, for some reason, they transfer to, let's say, your new tank from their old tank, and your new tank's hardness is a lot harder than what they were used to, their exoskeleton becomes very rigid, and it makes it very difficult to crack in the center where they need to open up their exoskeleton to molt. Now, on the opposite side of the spectrum, if you put them in a tank that's much softer than what they were used to, their exoskeleton becomes too malleable and it won't crack at all. Now, what we're witnessing right now is a shrimp that is trying to molt. She's not dead. She literally fell over on her side just about a minute or two ago. And you can see the crack trying to form in the center of her back. See, her tail's moving. And she's desperately trying to get out of her exoskeleton. And this is due to the fact that this tank was subjected to a very large water change because I was transferring the tank from one stand to its new stand. Now, she's definitely alive, but she's having a very hard time getting out of that exoskeleton. And some shrimps may never get out of their exoskeleton when they're trying to molt in situations like this, and they'll become too stressed and simply die. Unfortunately, that is the sad reality of large water changes for shrimp tanks that are done too quickly and too rapidly, or transferring shrimp from one tank to another, particularly in cases when you buy it from the store or from a breeder that's not from your area, let's say from one state to another where water is just naturally different in certain values, and you put them in your tank and it's just too much of a difference and it changes their exoskeleton too rapidly. So that's what we're witnessing right here. This shrimp's been with me for at least a month now. And like I said, this is due to a large water change that was probably done a little too quickly. So, will she make it? I hope so. But I kind of have to let her do her thing. If she doesn't make it, she'll die in her exoskeleton from stress. So, here's hoping that little shrimpy here can make her way out of the exoskeleton. If she keeps trying to bend it, she might get it to crack a little more, but she's resting in between the forceful bending, so we'll see what happens.